Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Ostrander and I teach music at Hampton Elementary School. A few fun facts about me. The first is that I'm married to Mr. Ostrander, who teaches 5th grade band at several of our elementary schools. And the second fun fact is that my family and I enjoy going to musicals together. In fact, Mr. O, my daughter Olivia, and I were in a musical a couple of years ago together, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't mention this, but you can call me Mrs. O, and I hope to see you soon.
Hey everybody, my name is Mrs. Hollenberg and I am the music teacher over at Middlesex Elementary School. And one fun fact about me is that je peux un peu français, which means I speak a little French. So welcome to music class, or bienvenue au cours de musique.
Hello Cumberland Valley, my name is Mr. OCKER and I teach music at Monroe Elementary School. A fun fact about me, although I love to learn and play like all instruments, I'm a huge soccer fan. I played it when I was young, and my favorite team is in Europe, in England, and they are called Tottenham. So that's a little bit about me. I'll see you around.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Shade and I teach music class, chorus, and band at Shaw Elementary. I live in Harrisburg with my husband, my 2 little girls, and our very silly dog named Piper. One of my favorite things to do in music class is to dance and to move to the music. And I'm really looking forward to getting to work with some of you this year, whether it's in person in school at Shaw or it's just through the videos. I hope you're all having a great summer.
Cumberland Valley students and families. I am Mrs. Zingone and I teach music at Silver Spring Elementary School. I love teaching music and I love spending time with my family. Another thing that I love to do is that I love to run. I have coached Girls on the Run for 5 seasons now at Silver Spring, and it's something that brings me great joy. Take care, everybody.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Snyder. I'm the music teacher at Winding Creek Elementary, and a fun fact about me is that I have 2 cats named Max and Miles.
Hello, Cumberland Valley musicians. I'm really excited to be here with you today making music. My name is Mrs. Zingone and I teach at Silver Spring Elementary. Last week, you were practicing some musical activities with Mrs. Ostrander. You began by singing a song called Jumbo, and while you were doing that song, you were keeping what's that word? That's it. You were keeping the steady beat as you were singing your song. And we're going to be doing a lot more practicing with that this week. Now, 1st grade, we are going to go ahead and do some moving, get your bodies all warmed up for the day. So go ahead and stand up and make sure you have a little bit of space. Can you practice marching your feet? Go ahead, I'll tap here and you can help me. Ready, go. That's it. You've got the hang of it. So we're going to go ahead and you can pause and go to link 1 in your video description. And if you do want the lyrics, you may go ahead. I'm going to have them here on the screen for you. All right, let's go ahead and do our movements. Enjoy. I bet you enjoyed getting up and moving around a little bit. So while you were moving your feet, you were moving them to the steady beat of the song. What are some other ways we could show the beat? You could move your feet like we did, or we could also tap our shoulders. You could take your hands and pat your legs. And you could certainly play some instruments as well. I have a woodblock right here. I bet there are some instruments around your house if you just think about it, but always check with your parents before you start using them. So you can go ahead and grab one of those other things and play the video again. Last week with Mrs. Ostrander, you spent a little bit of time exploring the different sounds that our voices can make. So today we're going to do a review of that and also talk a little bit more about when you might use those kinds of voices. So echo me. That means I'll do something first, and then when I go like this, you do it after me. Here we go. This is my speaking voice. I use it every day. This is my shouting voice. I use it to say hey. This is my singing voice. I like it, it's okay. Great job echoing me today, first grade. I loved it. Now, let's go back to that very first one. The very first voice that we use is the one I'm using right now. That is our speaking voice. You've got it, first grade. So that's our speaking voice. And we use that one probably most of the time. So can you think of some examples when you would use your speaking voice? Go ahead and think about it. Yeah, I'm sure you're having some wonderful thoughts there about when you would use that speaking voice. So maybe when you're speaking to a friend, or you are asking your parents for something, that would be when you would use your speaking voice. The next one that we used got a little bit quieter. That one was our whisper voice, right? That's a really quiet kind of voice. So maybe if someone around the house is taking a nap or sleeping, that would be a good time to use your whisper voice. Can you think of any other examples? Good. All right. Some nice thoughts there, everybody. The third voice that we used was a really, really loud kind of voice. That was our shouting voice. That's it. Is the shouting voice typically an inside kind of voice? Right, first grade. Not typically an inside voice. That's one that we would use outside, right? When we're playing in our yard or we're riding our bikes, that's a good time to use that shouting voice for sure. And then our last one that we use is definitely my favorite to hear you all use, and that is the singing voice. Right. And you can use that at home to practice all of our songs that we've been learning. Before we end music class for today, I will just do a short little song for you, and I'd like to see if you can pick out some of the different voices. You're welcome to say them out loud. Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Do you think you know which one that was? Okay, here's another one. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Think you got it? Yeah. And here's one last one. Chop, chop, chippity chop. What kind was that? Yeah. So you are welcome to go ahead and practice some of your different voices here before you end your music class time. And if you would like, you're welcome to go ahead and do a little recording on Seesaw and send it in for us to hear. Thanks for joining in with me today for your music class, and I look forward to seeing you again. Keep on singing.